Just thinking a lot. Trying to process the whole thing a little bit. Immortality. Not such a great thing once you've actually experienced it. Wait, this is a different place. This is... Oh, we're going the wrong way. We're back to the place where we were talking about parleying and all that. No, I don't have...
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Okay, it's nothing. But the experience is nice. Ancient texts. I knew I came here for a reason. Whatever, whatever, I don't care. Oh, Scroll of Banastor. Oh, good thing we came here then. This was a quest thingy. I don't know which one is the one we haven't read. I think it's the third one. In the Fade dwell creatures, both foul and fair, but all plague mankind with lusts and prides incalculable in our waking hours. Our power attracts them, and for good reason. Our unique bridge between flesh and dreams is one way they can enter the realm of flesh. To begin the path to true power, court these poor terrible creatures and best them. Force them into servitude, or pledge your heart to them. Either way, you gain immense power, and the means with which to tear holes in the world. People? Witherfang. It appears that Witherfang has two sides, as nature does. One is the wolf, savage and male, but the other is the lady of the forest, gentle and female. Witherfang is both beast and beauty, terrible and peace-loving. The lady has guided the werewolves of the Brecilian Forest to come to peace with their nature, as she has. Oh, the male and the female thing are on purpose too. Duality of man, quite literally. Well, we'll come back if the occasion calls for it, I suppose. Wait, did we go here? No, we didn't. Ugh. Oh. Leliana. Leliana fell down earlier. She was the only one who did, but because we got Zathrian, that fight ended pretty damn quickly.
I'll do it.
That's not good. Not a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like that probably... This is probably the best way that things could have gone. It could have gone so much worse. With us only preserving one side of the people, but... no more werewolves then. And hopefully everyone will have peace and all that. Oh? Another one? There's so many here. Hold up, let me just save just in case. I'm not ready for this after all the fighting. One Revenant again. Oh boy, this is gonna take forever, just like before. Attack me. Attack me.
It's begun.
Everyone just chill out, okay?
Ready.
Did I get threatened? I want you to attack me, but actually, can you just attack me by default? Is that cool?
It shall be done. Let's end this.
This is fantastic. Can Wynn do, like, Stone Fist? Let her do some attacking as well. More the merrier. Winter's Grasp? Can I not do it?
Finish quickly. I see. Fight. It shall be done.
Gotta have more stun spells than that. What about Petrify? Would it work on you? No.
As you say.
Whoa. Hey, don't touch Win, I swear.
More fools they.
Oh, dude, why are you attacking Win?
I will not fail.
Come on.
I shall do it.
Dude,
Another battle.
Win can wake up by herself. It's like a one-time special thing, I think. Yeah. Man, I don't like these revenants. They always take forever.
Run while you can.
So I think I need you to heal me.
As you say.
Pommel strike never works on this guy. Okay, I need to. Is it sad that the first thing I thought of when I used that greater health poultice just now was that my inventory got a little bit lower, so I can take one more item back?
This is annoying.
You're right, Win. This is annoying. Hurry up and die. Come on, I've got to have some hexes. Hexes: electricity, fire, nature, spirit, resistance. Penalty to resistance. Oh, can I? Does the penalty take away immune stuff?
Victory.
Well, whatever happened, at least. Come on! Come on!
Yes.
Oh, shoot! Oh, I was 1 second too late. Okay, we gotta hurry up.
I am ready.
Come on!
Do it.
No, 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 hurry up and kill it! Ugh. Good lord. I'm not gonna heal the injury. We're going back now anyway.
I would like do that for you.
So that was part of the whole 6 vials thing. Thanks for giving that back. Heavy plate armor, that's probably a good one. Sure, use that. Fourth, we got first, fourth, fifth, sixth. There's 2 in this place. And I nearly missed it too, because this location is not intuitive to come back to. Because normally, after that whole confrontation, people would just leave. Very easily could have missed this. These ruins, I guess, will just be ruins then, huh? Oh, I remember what I was gonna say now. Yeah, the whole immortality thing. Like, at first it sounds like everyone wants it, but just look at how it made Zathrian full of hatred. But not even just that too. Even normal elves, we know that they do the whole long sleeve funeral thing. So even they get bored of being immortal. Right now, the current Dalish elves, I feel like, judging by what we've heard of them, they're probably thinking, oh no, it's so sad that we're no longer immortal. Maybe we'll regain it someday, that immortality. But do they really... is that really something they should wish for? Maybe it's just a case of the grass being greener on the other side. Even the ones who actually did have immortality didn't seem like such a thing that was wanted by everybody. Where am I going? How do I leave? This way? Oh, that's right. Okay. This might be quite a shock to the elves, though. They enlist the warden for help, and the next thing they know, their keeper's gone. But they do have Leliana here. What the? Oh! Thank you! I appreciate this. No. No! I don't appreciate this. Wait, what? Oh, this is Reynolds' plea. I guess you're not supposed to see this, but I didn't hand in my thing for the reward yet, so I got to see it again. Well, fantastic. I didn't want to do anything anyway. What? Oh, I wanted to go directly back to the camp. Oh, okay, well. Maybe I clicked on the wrong one. That's fine. Thank you anyway, we still got some nice time savings from this. Do you think the oak tree wants any updates on the stuff we did? Actually, where are they now? Oh, I'm kind of like far away. I can't really go back without it being massively annoying. Well, maybe next time then. They might. Actually, you know what? Let's go talk to them. They might have stuff to say. Who knows? Oh, it's just down here anyway. Not too bad. The Lady of the Forest came back briefly, but they're gone again.
Greetings to thee once again. Thou hast not yet left the forest, then?
Trying to think of a rhyme to say back, but I can't think of anything. Then? When? Ben? Pen? Anyway. Spirit's gone. Zathrian's dead. So that's about how things are going. You should pay attention to things happening around here, Tree. That's a pretty big change. And the werewolves. No longer will there be werewolves around here. That's gonna be massive change. A lot of people died. Werewolves? How many werewolves did we kill? Oh my god. And then elves that got infected.
It is done. Zathrian has banished all traces of cursed blood from the hunters. It is too bad that Zathrian had to die. I felt it when he departed. I think he was ready to go.
Did you know about his connection to the curse?
I suspected. But Zathrian did not like to talk about that. Nonetheless, the curse is over, and no one else will be subjected to it. It will be difficult to fill Zathrian's shoes. He was our keeper for many centuries, and he will be sorely missed. But I am keeper now. Let me say it officially then. I hereby swear to uphold the terms of the ancient contract our people formed with the Grey Wardens. Call, and we shall come, with great speed and purpose, and we shall strike at your foes. This I swear.
Thank you, Lanaya.
It has been a long time since the Dalish marched to war, but I trust that in the end, we shall make a difference for you.
Well, thank you. Keeper Zathrian. Zathrian is an old, severe elf with little love for outsiders, but his clan is facing a more trying enemy than most. Long ago, in retribution for an attack against his clan, he unleashed a terrible curse. He summoned a spirit into this world and set it upon the humans who had wronged him. The spirit did not simply slaughter Zathrian's enemies, it transformed them into monstrous beasts. In time, however, the werewolves he had created regained their minds, and they sought out the one responsible for their suffering, turning the curse upon Zathrian's own people. At the urging of the Lady of the Forest, Welonz pursued Zathrian to give up his own life, returning the werewolves to their own human forms and saving the elves who had been inflicted with a curse. Do they know the full story? Sounds like it.
Let us pray to the creators, Lethaline. All-Father, may you forgive our part in this tragedy. Would our sons and daughters have died if not for our pride? Falendine, friend of the dead, may you guide our sons and daughters safely into the beyond. And most of all, he who hunts alone, the dread wolf. He will come for us in the end, but today, he turned a blind eye, and for that, we are thankful. For we are the Dalish, the keepers of the lost lore, the walkers of the lonely path, and never again shall we submit.
Something like that. As long as you're all happy. Does that mean our business here is concluded? Primarily.
We are working hard to make enough equipment for all of the hunters. Our armaments will be superior to anything else you find on the battlefield. I am no merchant, but I have plenty that you may need.
I'm gonna go back to Bodan and do this, because I feel like we can compare stats better there.
I wonder why the ancient Shemlin didn't study our crafts more when they took our people as slaves. You'd think they would have seen value in it.
They didn't like you. They didn't care. I wish we could still talk to Kamen, but he's gone.
I thought a Shem would be uglier. You're not so ugly.
Thanks, you're not so ugly yourself.
Our hunters have been cured. We shall be forever grateful to you, Grey Warden.
No one's sleeping by the beds anymore.
You aren't gonna hurt us, are you? We wouldn't let you do that.
Elora says that you have a way with the Hala that she has not seen before. That is a remarkable gift.
These people need a little bit more time.
The hunters are recovering quickly. This is a most joyous day.
Now, the chest never came up again. I am so curious about it, but I'm scared that this is gonna unleash hellfire upon me or whatever. Can I look at it now? Are you angry? You're right here. Songbook. In Uthanera. Can I just read it? Like, I won't even take it, I'll just read it. Is that okay? Never mind. Oh, I can't take it. Well, is it important though? Shouldn't be. I'm gonna sell some stuff first.
You will live in our Aravel now, and your aunt and I will honor your father's memory.
Can I become a hunter? Just like him?
That would make him very proud, little one.
Is the child talking to himself? I don't know what that was about.
We are working hard. I am no...
Just take some extra... for London's reach. Okay, this is definitely crappy. I think this is crappy. This one I might want to save just because it gave me a codex entry. Might want to throw it into my storage chest. This one is... whatever. Can I... oh, am I making a mistake here? Ah, but a codex entry, we gotta have that. Oh, okay. In Uthanera, Harinamilana Salin, Emma Ir Avalis. Okay, no, I'm not gonna do this. Translated from the Elven tongue. Elder, your time has come. Now I am filled with sorrow. Weary eyes need resting. Heart has become gray and slow. In waking, sleep is freedom. We sing and rejoice. We tell the tales. We laugh and cry. We love one more day. Uthanera.
We are making arrangements to build equipment and gather as many of the Dalish together as we can.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, everybody, I may visit you again some other time. Maybe. If I really feel like collecting all the crap in the ruins or whatever, but
as you say,
I'm just gonna pretend I don't remember it. Thank you, Mithra. Thank you. Thank you, y'all. I'm going now.
I understand we will be joining you in battle as soon as the hunters have recovered. I look forward to it.
Okay. Yes. Oh, last check. Favors for certain interested parties. Yeah, nothing. Nothing here. Brecilian Forest, all done. Okay. Alright. Let's go to the camp! Go back to camp. I need to talk to my people and, I don't know, just chill out, get a...
You remind me of Lady Cecily.
Who?
She was an Orlesian lady. My mother served her until she died, and Lady Cecily let me stay instead of turning me out on the street. You are like her in some ways. You have the same poise, the same air of nobility.
Oh, child, I am hardly noble.
I learned that nobility isn't just something you are born with. I have met nobles who are very petty and mean, complete degenerates. Then, there are people with a certain dignity and grace. It draws you to them, no matter who you are or who they are. I think the lowest peasant can have the most noble spirit, and it will always shine through. It is this nobility of spirit that you share with Cecily.
Why, thank you, Leliana. It is very kind of you to say that.
Leliana's bard tendencies seeping through again. That was kind of a long piece of exposition. Nice compliments, though. Where should we go? We can't do this yet because we have Morgan with us. There's a caravan next to us. There's some refugees. Soldier's Peak. I want to go to Soldier's Peak because I want to access the inventory, but let's go back to camp for now. Hey everyone, I'm finally home. Feels like it's been forever. Hey Troy. Alright. Oh, it's been such a long day. How have y'all been doing? Do we have a new person here? Ah, elf person.
You witnessed the rarest of things, Warden. The Dalish stand ready to defend Ferelden.
Do you need anything?
We have assembled on a short schedule. Certain factors of equipment could be better. Crafting components would serve best. Basic ones like elf root and deep mushroom.
Oh, feel free. Just freaking have it.
At your word, Warden.
How do I give you the stuff? Your men will commit to my cause?
I would not insult them by asking. Word was given, and that is all that needs be said.
Okay, do I put it into the chest? Yes! Freaking give it to them! Give all metal shards. I don't... Whatever, like I'm gonna use these anyway, right? I put this stuff into Leliana's hotbar and I still never used any of it earlier. Gosh dang it, the Revenant was perfect to try it on. Doesn't matter. I don't even know what I'm giving away. I hope you like it.
You will have the best equipped army Ferelden has ever seen.
Because I gave you a stack of mushrooms? Okay. I win.
Thank you so much.
This is about an errand, I assume?
Yes. You led me to an errand. You persisted, even though I was sure all you were going to find was a dead end.
It always feels good to get resolution.
I will never be able to repay you for what you've done for me. Finding an errand allowed me to bring that chapter of my life to a close. I feel free. A great weight has been lifted off my heart. This moment, it feels like the moment before the sunrise, when all the world is still, holding its breath, waiting for first light. I can stop thinking about my past and look forward to the future. Thank you, my friend. You will always have my gratitude.
I'm glad to hear that, Win.
What's on your mind?
Oh. Have you changed your mind about Leliana and me?
I have watched you for a time, and perhaps I was wrong. There seems to be something special between the two of you. I think she feels she's truly found her place with you. That after all her wanderings, she's finally home.
When she says she's watched us for a very long time, does she mean how she was literally in the background when we were kissing? I don't feel like we're that close yet. I feel like maybe because we haven't really talked to our party members in a while we were in the forest and all that. Well, I feel the same way.
I think I was too harsh in my judgment before, and I am sorry.
You wanted the best for the both of us.
What you have may not last forever. Death and duty may part you, but love's worthiness is not diminished because of that. I should have seen this before. Instead, you learn to cherish every precious moment that you spend together, knowing that it may be the last. And for those of us watching, well, it brings warmth to these old bones to know that something so beautiful can be found in the midst of chaos and strife.
Maybe the chaos is what makes this happen. Because everyone's like, well, the world's gonna end anyway.
What's on your mind?
I'd like to ask you about the circle.
I will answer to the best of my ability.
Just kidding, I'm here to waste your time. And my own. I'll save Leliana for later. Care to answer some questions?
All right, but I get to stare at you luridly while you do so.
What is your opinion of the Dalish? Oh, I didn't get to really take Zevran around in the Elven Forest. That's a shame. Bit of a shame.
I know little enough of the Dalish other than the fact that my mother was one, or so I was told. She had fallen in love with an elven woodcutter and accompanied him back to the city, leaving her clan behind for good. And there, of course, the woodcutter died of some filthy disease and my mother was forced into prostitution to pay off his debts. Oldest tale in the book.
Was a woodcutter your father?
How should I know? My mother was a whore, as you'll recall. None of the other elven boys in the whorehouse knew their fathers. I was not so unusual. I didn't know my mother either, of course. She died giving birth to me. My first victim, as it were. We were all raised communally by the whores. It was a happy enough existence, ignoring the occasional beating. Until eventually I was sold to the crows. I brought a good price, so I hear.
Well, Zevran's background is eerily similar to Alistair. Actually, everybody here, damn, we all have like these sad-ass backgrounds. Oh, I've been hunted by my ex-lover in Orlais, and now she's come back to kill me. Oh, I've been abandoned by my father king, and I also lost my mother during childbirth. Oh, I want to go kill my mother later because I think she's gonna eat me to lengthen her own life. Jeez, guys, my gosh. I don't think we have to do stuff like feel sorry for Zevran. He doesn't seem like that kind of guy. Mushy guy. What does this have to do with the Dalish?
My original point is that my mother's Dalish nature was always a point of fascination for me. Through all the years of my crow training, the one thing of my mother's that I possessed was a pair of gloves. They were of Dalish make, I knew that much, and beautiful. I had to keep them hidden, of course, as we were not allowed such things. Eventually, they were discovered, and I never saw them again.
Oh no. But how do you feel about the Dalish in general? But you don't think of yourself as being Dalish.
Not at all. I think of myself as Antivan. Still, that did not stop me from running off to join a clan when I drew near Antiva City once. Naturally, the reality did not live up at all to the fantasies I had constructed as a boy, staring at those gloves. But such is life. Come, enough talk of the Dalish. Let us move on.
Zevran, do you wanna... What the hell? What was he picking up off the ground? Did you want me to do anything for you? I noticed you haven't given me your companion quest yet.
Alright, but I get to stare at you luridly while you do so.
So tell me more about your adventures.
Again? Well now, what might interest you, I wonder? Shall I describe the stages involved with Lanthrax poisoning? I watched a man go through all 7 once.
That sounds like fun.
Haha, you have rather macabre tastes, I see. I like that. Let's see, how about the largest battle I ever took part in? That would have been the slaughter of Prince Azrin. Did you hear of that down in these parts?
You killed a prince?
Me? Not personally, but I did take part in the attack. Prince Azrin was 4th in line to the throne, you see. He started off as 11th, but worked his way up the old-fashioned method by inheriting control of an entire Crocel from his grandfather. After assassinating his way through the royal family, the king hired 3 other cells to take down Prince Azrin once and for all. I was in one of those cells.
Is this sort of thing common in Antiva?
Antivan royalty is very much bound up in the crows. You wouldn't want it run by a bunch of commoners, after all, would you? And this means they get involved in politics quite often. This particular fight nearly bankrupted the nation, I understand. It almost ended up putting a crow on the throne, a commoner. But that's a whole different story. I played a very small part.
What did you do?
My part in the entire battle was taken up trying to reach Princess Verina, who had thrown in with her brother. I killed about 11 of her guards personally before I got knocked out of a window. I landed in the river and nearly drowned. I was fished out by some urchins who robbed me blind. Made off with my boots, too. At least they didn't cut my throat. And that was my part in history.
The Antivan boots, no! You got robbed by urchins?
I had to find my way back to the safe house, bruised and naked, and thankful to be alive. But there you go. Tale told. Let's be off before I tell more embarrassing stories, huh?
Wait, what does urchin mean in this context? Because I'm totally thinking of sea urchins, and that's probably not what he means.
Alright, but I get to
more
stare
stories.
at you. Well, The only one that's really worth telling is the story of the mission right before I came to Ferelden. But no, I would rather not. I shouldn't have said anything.
You can't do that. You gotta tell it now. Don't be a tease. Out with it.
Perhaps another day. I apologize.
Oh, he didn't like me probing. Even a guy like Zevran can be kind of hard to read sometimes with all the joking and lightheartedness, but he has some boundaries that we can't really encroach upon either. Okay, I'll give you some room.
Something on your mind?
Yup.
Of course.
Tell me about the Grey Wardens if you want.
Such as they are.
Oh god.
About the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough.
Is this
something on your mind?
Is this gonna be Alistair from now on? Super closed off to me? I'm so sad. I'm so sad. That actually makes me really sad. Shale, or Sten, did I not... Whose dialogue did I not exhaust before? Shale? I have some questions.
It doesn't have better things to do.
No, these we definitely did before.
On then.
I'm pretty sure we exhausted it, but I think last time somebody mentioned that Sten... Because we did it, but maybe there's new dialogue within the branches.
I am hardly surprised.
Do you find Ferelden very strange?
To put it lightly, no one has a place here. Our farmers wish to be merchants. The merchants dream of being nobles, and the nobles become warriors. No one is content to be who they are.
No, that's it.
Very well.
Wait, was it Shale?
As you wish. You called. I am hardly surprised.
Yeah, that's it, that's it.
Very well. As you wish.
It must have been Shale then. I thought we did those ones already.
It doesn't have better things to do.
I'm told you killed your former master.
Did I not already tell it that I do not remember doing such? I remember having a master. My memories of what happened to him are vague.
Vague, but non-existent.
Clever and true. Oh, very well. Let me see what I can recall. My former master enjoyed experimenting upon me. I remember that much. There was tinkering with spells and then the crystals. He was very eager to alter my function, I think.
I feel like I've heard this before. Have we really not? Huh. Alter you? Why? You're fine as you are.
Flattery. And obvious flattery, too. I feel warm and fuzzy inside. He possessed my control rod, and back then, it would have prevented me from doing anything he did not command me to, no matter how I might have wished to. So what happened? I am unsure. He was experimenting, and then... nothing.
So he hit the kill me button by accident? Okay, this part I don't remember.
Oh, ho, ho. It does like to laugh, does it? But who knows? I may have such a thing. And then he was gone. I was standing where I was, in the village, and I could no longer move. The villagers came, poked and prodded me in fear, and then realized they could neither move me nor destroy me, so they simply left me. And in time I forgot I hadn't stood there all along.
You didn't wonder where he'd gone?
Wonder? I was glad that he was gone. For so many years I'd had to leap to that little toadstool's every command. Get this, pick up that, put it down, pick it up again. The gall! At first I'd hoped he'd simply decided to leave me there paralyzed. An acceptable trade-off. After years passed, I simply stopped caring.
Maybe it has something to do with your crystals.
Possibly. Except that he was not experimenting with the crystals at the time, I think. But my memory is not good. It may be correct. Whatever the mage did seemed to render the control rod useless, for which I should be thankful, yes? And provided it doesn't decide to copy his experiments, not that I would allow it, it is nothing to fear from me. Much.
Yeah, as long as you are nice to people that we meet and don't Don't say anything rude. You can stay. Sounds good to me.
The things that it fights, and it fights things often, that is a different story. Let us get back to the walking and the fighting. My stone is beginning to itch again.
Your stone itches?
It doesn't have better things to do.
How did Wilhelm come to acquire you?
That part I know, as Wilhelm often bragged about it to whomever was willing to listen to him. He claimed to have found me in the deep roads. I was in the ruins of a Tig, he said, deactivated, with my control rod not far away.
No, we haven't heard this before. Do you know where in the deep roads this was?
No. That secretive bastard refused to tell me. I would ask and ask, but no. He used to say that one day, if I were compliant and didn't talk back at his wife, he would take me there and I could look around myself. Rotten, lying bastard. If I had his head in my hands now, I would squeeze it like a giant lemon. Squish.
I can take you there. Okay. Deep roads. Was that in Orzammar? You don't know why you were there?
I think I remember a battle. It was long before, and then there was darkness. Bah, in short, no, I do not remember why I was there. It makes no difference.
What was Wilhelm doing in the deep roads?
It was a hobby of his, scavenging. One of the reasons he traveled so much is that he was looking for entrances into the deep roads, old places the dwarves had long forgotten. And then he would sneak down and search for magical treasure, before anyone was the wiser.
Wouldn't that have been dangerous?
Indeed. He had spells that allowed him to remain hidden and move quickly, but he had no defense against the blight and worried constantly that he would get sick. If any darkspawn showed themselves, he fled. More often, he would have to fight other scavengers, dwarves who had become tainted. In the end, it killed him. I mean, he found me there, right?
So if he hadn't found you...
I wouldn't have had to put up with the twit, and I would be none the wiser. I don't think I was aware while I was there. Not like in the village. Or perhaps I was. Perhaps that was the dark place, and I simply couldn't see anything. How long could even I sit in the darkness and stare out at nothing, never sleeping? Oh, I do not wish to think of that.
Well, whatever happened, no matter why you're like this, I'm glad you're here.
On then.
Oh, yes.
I've watched a lot of humans in my time. It should be aware that I've decided that it is not much like any of them.
That could be good or bad.
Good, of course. It doesn't want to have anything in common with all those other filthy substandard human types, does it? Surely it must come from some superior lineage, yes? Some breed of flesh creature that has decided to elevate its genetic stock above its natural shortcomings?
That's, I'll take that as a compliment. Well, okay, let's entertain Shale. My father was a Terran of Highever.
Oh, then that must be it. I knew there had to be some reason, it being a human and all. I would appreciate if it didn't spread around that I said anything. Humans might start to get the wrong idea. They might start thinking their race is not completely hopeless.
And we wouldn't want that.
Indeed. Can it imagine the horror? Oh. Now, let us crush something into a fine paste before it starts to think I've gone all soft. Perish the thought.
All right.
It speaks.
I do speak.
It doesn't have better things to do.
I don't. You watch that village day and night? For years?
I do not sleep, so yes. And I thank it for reminding me. Try to imagine, if it will, what it would be like to be surrounded by nothing but boring peasants, all oblivious to it.
No, I'm sure it was more interesting than that.
Oh, yes. It certainly was the height of intrigue to listen to the accounts of how young Dornan had scandalized the village by his purchase of an Orlesian hat, and the argument that those two muddy farmers had over the price of barley for a whole summer. Riveting. And then there were the birds. A whole village full of pigeons and ravens and sparrows all perching on me day in and day out.
The pigeons and the birds again. Yes. Yeah, that's a bit dismissive. That's what they do. They're birds.
Vermin. How would it like to be paralyzed, with squeaking rats crawling all over it, and defecating? Those foolish villagers would spread birdseed near me, drawing the birds, because they thought having birds perch on me was quaint. Quaint! If there hadn't been the occasional kind soul to scour me clean, I don't care to discuss this anymore.
Okay, let's move. Oh no! All of our work undone. It wasn't even like he didn't like me, he just didn't want to think about the bad stuff. Damn. Well, that's alright, Shale. Shale, would you like a drink or something? I'll make it up to you. I don't know what you like. Did we learn what Shale likes yet? Oh my god, all those... there's so many entries! Shale. Nothing yet. Michelle has memory of the deep roads. Morrigan, come join us. You don't want to say anything until I go kill your mother?
I await your command. So, full of questions, are you?
Yeah. Okay, I'll do it soon. I'll do it soon. Soonish. Leliana?
I was just thinking about what happened to the elves, and I'm reminded of a song sung to me many years ago. It was when my mother died, and this wise elven woman comforted me and told me that we shouldn't fear death or hate it. Death is just another beginning. One day, we must all shed our earthly bodies to allow our spirits to fly free.
That is comforting.
It's a beautiful sentiment, I think. One that brings peace and hope to the grieving.
Oh, special scene. Oh wow. That was sudden. But not unwelcome. But this is one of those cases where I feel like it really shows them. It's a bit of a shame. Back then they clearly didn't have the type of animation technique to support the scene they really wanted to make. Like, I can fill in the blanks in my head no problem, but like what we actually saw here, it was just the mouth flaps and Leliana aggressively staring at me.
Well, aren't you sweet and attentive?
I didn't get to like compliment you or anything. That was very beautiful. We need to talk. Do we need to talk?
Of course.
Are you feeling better about what happened with Marjolaine?
Yes, a little better. Time heals all wounds, so they say. Scars remain, but they are just colors in the painting that is my life, no?
Yes. They add to the complexity and beauty of the piece.
Yes, that is what I'm saying. I wish things had happened differently, but knowing her and knowing me, I don't think it could have. We had good times though, and I look back on those fondly. Whatever happened after will never change the truth of the past.
That's a good way to think of it. She was special to you, wasn't she? Does that come off as being a little bit too jealous or something? I mean, I want to ask, but none of it makes her think I'm jealous.
Yes, once, a long time ago. She was a worldly woman and there was so much she knew and was willing to share with me. I would have done anything for her once.
Okay, I'm baiting her to reply, saying, no, I feel this about you too. Okay, let's take the bait. Have you felt this way about another person?
I think so. You are how she used to be years ago. A joy to be around, a constant companion and a listening ear in times of need.
I can only hope to one day be as special as she was to you.
My dearest one, I think that day has already come and gone. I have never regretted leaving Orlais. I do not regret any of the pain, the anger, the loneliness, because it brought me to you. And I love you. It's so wonderful to say that to someone again. But people are starting to look at me strangely. We will speak of this again, I promise.
That's cute. Although I kind of didn't like my dialogue options that I chose, even though I chose them. I don't like that. I don't like fishing. I don't like fishing for compliments. I hate that stuff. I really, really hate it, actually.
Well, aren't you sweet and attentive?
It's something about being insecure in a relationship and needing reassurance. Yeah, sure, okay.
Of course.
What will you do when this is all over?
I have not given this a lot of thought. What will I do? We've traveled far and wide. Does it need to end?
I'd like to see the world too. Oh, you should tell Leliana about your lifespan thing. She deserves to know.
There's so much out there. Adventures to be had and stories to be told. I want to be part of it all. I might need some company. And you're not too irritating. You're welcome to come along if you like.
Oh, well, thank you. Now, when you put it that way, how can I say no?
It is settled then. You and I wandering the world, seeking our fortunes. I can't wait.
The fact that we're talking about this extensively just makes me think the end is gonna be horrible and that's never gonna happen.
Well, aren't you sweet and attentive? Of course.
Tell me a tale, Leliana.
Alright, it is my job to spin yarns after all.
And sing! You never told me about your beautiful singing. Tell me about Wait. I think we've heard all of these ones.
Chantry law says it is man's pride that created the Darkspawn. In ages past, the mages of the Tevinder Imperium ruled much of the world we know. In their pride, they thought their magics invincible and imagined that they were greater than the Maker himself. So thinking, they invaded his golden city, planning to take it for themselves and depose their own creator. but they were impure and full of sin. And it is with the sin that they tainted the golden city, corrupting it forever. The Maker cursed them and cast them from his sight. Wherever they went, they spread the taint of their sin. Any land that was touched by the taint became blighted and would suffer no life. Instead, the Darkspawn arose to torment us and remind us of our hubris.
We've heard it before, definitely, but it's been so long and we've learned so much more since then too that hearing it again, we might begin to think of new things. Let's just move on. I'll ask about us next time. There was one more option. This is me trying to space it out a bit.